Yo, what's up everybody? This is Matt Price, and today I want to give you a 3-step approach to creating your own triplet licks and chops around the drum set. Let's dive in. All right, before we start, let's just make sure we all know what a triplet is. A triplet is 3 evenly spaced notes inside of a quarter note pulse. So if my quarter note is here, we fit 3 in there. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. I think that using this simpler approach to break it down puts you in the driver's seat and lets you be in charge of your creativity. So here's the way you do it. Very, very simple. Step 1, left foot plays a quarter note pulse. And the pulse is the most important thing, honestly, because we can get carried away with going nuts on the drum set. But if it's not relating back to the original tempo, it doesn't really matter what we're doing because we're losing the band, we're losing the audience. So step 1, quarter note pulse with the left foot. Step 2, very, very simple. We're going to pick between right hand, left hand, and kick drum. So there's a lot of different combinations you can come up with here. But for today, we're going to stick with just 2 examples to kind of get us through this lesson. We're going to do a right-left kick, and we're also going to do a left-right-right. And step 3 to this creative process is something I call ODT, which stands for Orchestration, Dynamics, and Tempo. So let's take this right-left kick pattern and dive in and see what we can do with it. So step 1 is making sure we can play the actual independence of this exercise, which will be a right hand and a hi-hat foot together, left hand, and then kick drum. And I'll demonstrate this on the snare drum at 60 beats per minute, 90 beats per minute, and 120 beats per minute. Play the pulse first. Get that hi-hat going. Make sure you hear the pulse. Know what speed you're playing. Own the pattern before you start moving it around. Really sit there and do this pattern over and over again. Don't rush through this process. This is learning muscle memory, coordination, and the better you can do this slow and just on one drum, the more you're going to really own into this pattern. All right, so once you're feeling good with this simple right-left kick pattern at a variety of tempos, it's time to start experimenting with orchestration. So orchestration refers to different sounds around the drum set. And what I think are some good kind of practice tips are doing it on one drum at a time, and then maybe just move the right hand around, move just the left hand. Don't forget to use cymbals, different parts of the cymbals, rims. Really exhaust every idea that you possibly think you can have, and then try to do more. All right, so we've seen some different examples of tempo, orchestration. Now let's talk about dynamics. Dynamics refers to the volume at which we play. Listen, drummers, I am just as guilty of this as everybody else. I always end up practicing everything at one flatline volume. So I'm really going to encourage everybody to experiment with a wide variety of volumes when you're practicing. You can play really, really soft. You can play really, really loud. You can crescendo, gradually get louder. You can decrescendo, gradually get softer. So let me demonstrate some examples of this at 3 different tempos. All right, after you've been playing around with this groove for a while and experimenting with orchestration, dynamics, and tempo, it's time to put it into a groove context. So a simple way to get into this, I recommend, is 3 measures of the groove and then 1 measure of the fill. So I'll demonstrate this at 3 different speeds, and I'm just going to play kind of a simple like triplet shuffle groove. And when I go into the fill, it's improvised, and I'm just going to kind of move around the kit and see what happens. So let's check it out. Okay, so again, this is just one triplet pattern using this concept of right, lefts, and kicks over top of a pulse. So your job, again, is to come up with other combinations. So you pick a right, you pick a left, you pick a kick, or you pick a left and a right, or a left and a kick, whatever. There's a lot of combinations, and I want you to create them. Just as an example, though, here's one more. I'm going to do a left, right, because I recommend trying to lead with your left hand when you do these exercises. So I'm going to take this left, right, and apply orchestration, dynamics, and tempo, and just kind of show you some examples of that at some different speeds. Here it is. All right, so there you have it, everybody, a conceptual approach to triplets around the drum kit. And I really enjoy teaching it this way because it gives you the power to unlock your own creativity. Rather than me showing you all these licks and giving you a big page of exercises or something, it's much more about how you can be in the driver's seat. So real quick, let's just review the way you do all this. Step 1, we play a pulse with the hi-hat. This is our quarter note, and we're going to be subdividing triplets over top of that. Step 2, pick between right hands, left hands, and kick drums, any combination that you want. Step 3, apply ODT, orchestration, that's the sound that we use on the drum kit, dynamics, that's the volume at which we play, and tempo, that's the speed that we play. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I somehow deleted the final part of this video, so I'm just gonna film it here from the control room. Thanks for making it to the end. This is the longest and most complicated editing process video that I've ever put together. So I'm gonna post this up on YouTube and Instagram, so give me a comment, let me know if you got something out of this. You can follow my Instagram for more videos, you can follow my YouTube for more videos, hit that notification, because I'm gonna be posting more stuff. I have like 4 videos in the editing process right now. So I'm going to try to get all these filmed and out before I film any more new stuff and overwhelm myself. So thanks, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.